Hey, it's Mahesh, and I'm back with Beardbrand, and today we're going to be talking about is it as important to have a healthy mind as it is to have a healthy body. I'm in my 40s and I need to keep my body well. And I looked at just doing the yoga for me maybe isn't quite enough, and I'd like to try do something different. So I thought, well, what can I do? What can I do to make myself, well in my physical body and in my mind, And really, the link between the two is that there is the link. You shouldn't separate them because, to go to the gym, you don't have to have a fit, well body to go to the gym. But you do have to have the drive to go there, and that doesn't come from the body. The drive to go to the gym, to go for a walk, to ride your bike, to take the dog out, comes from here, not the body. And let's just look at that then just for a minute then. So let's say, okay, so I need the drive to go to the sports club and the gym and the tennis club and to go running, to go walking. I need the drive. So that, where does that come from? That comes from your sleeping habits. That comes from the diet you eat. That comes from the amount of TV and YouTube you watch. They all add up to one lifestyle. Because, you can look at it and go, well, I only watch a bit of telly, but then I maybe watch 2 or 3 programs, and then I turn that off, and then I go on my phone. I'm on my phone for a bit, and then I look on YouTube. And so basically that's the same thing. You're using a device, you're just using different size components. You're either using a telly, or you're using the phone, or you're using a laptop, and they're all basically doing the same thing. What they're doing is they're making you sit down, and you're just doing that. And it starts to numb the mind because it's not an interactive thing. Some things you might do that are slightly thought-provoking, but when you think about it, you're as a participant in watching a program is virtually zero. What I try to do is, my wife Bhavani and myself, we've tried to narrow it down a bit. So we've chosen a box set, and we'll watch a box set rather than just having the telly on. And we'll just say, right, tonight shall we watch an episode? And we'll watch an episode, and we've actually bought something to cover our telly over as well. So we cover our telly over, so when we're in the room, you have to physically go over the telly and take that off, fold it up and put it to one side. And then even that can be a good indicator. Actually, do I need to watch this, or should I read a book? This also takes us back to having enough sleep. And sleep's been a really important thing, and I've looked into this a little bit because there's loads of theories around whether there's a good time to sleep and a bad time to sleep, and it should be 5, 6, 10, 12 hours. I don't, and so the research I've looked at has been really quite varied, and so I've just taking it upon myself to try and listen to myself and listen to what my body and my mind wants, and if I feel distracted and I feel lethargic and I don't seem to have the energy that I want, then I have to look back on what I've done over the last couple of days, and have I had consecutive late nights? Have I just laid in bed in the morning and not done anything? Or have I eaten really late as well? Is it because I'm eating late, which means that I'm going to bed later because I'm waiting to digest that food? So there are a few issues around that, and these are little things that you can sort of really quite quickly change. You can literally, if you tomorrow morning you set your alarm clock for 20 minutes earlier than you normally do, so you've got a little bit more time for your prep. So you can prep some lunch, and you can make a sandwich if you don't normally make a sandwich, and you can make some pasta, put some pesto in it, chop some tomatoes up, chuck it in mix it up. That's your lunch done. That took literally 10 minutes. But you haven't lost any more time because you've got up 20 minutes early. So it's things like that, it's about readjusting the day, but only very slightly. So instead of getting up, if you get up at 6 in the morning, get up at 5:40, So instead of going, well, I'm going to get up an hour earlier, and instantly you feel negative about it, do it in short increments. If I'm going to exercise, I'm going to exercise for 20 minutes. I'm not going to exercise for an hour and a half. I'm going to exercise for 20 minutes. If I've never do any exercise, 20 minutes is better than no exercise. If I get up late and I'm always running late in the morning, change your alarm clock and get up a little bit earlier, and then you're not stressed before you go to work. And this is the mind and the body working in conjunction with each other. And don't feel that you're putting yourself out, because you're not stopping yourself from doing anything. You're just changing the time frame around what you do. So that's what you need to look at. It's just the amount of time that you're giving to each individual task. You can either extend it or lengthen it depending on whether you think it's good for you or not. So, if you feel you need more sleep, then you need to go to bed earlier. If you don't feel you need more sleep, then stay up a bit later. But if you're staying up later, do something that's mentally stimulating for you, something positive, and that will really help. I think, that then will help you and get you on your way to having a healthy mind and a healthy body, because, we need to have both. They complement each other very well. And the more you exercise, the endorphins are released, which then triggers it off and makes you feel well anyway. So it's really, it's the steam train. It's a steam train. The wheels move and move and move to start with when it's stationary, and nothing really happens, and it starts to build up momentum. Really, it takes a little while, and then once the train starts moving, and it starts moving along, it doesn't take that much to keep the train moving. So it's all a little bit of work at the beginning, and you might not see anything quite in the early stages beneficial wise, but once you keep going with it and you get past that point, you'll think to yourself, gosh, I feel good. I really feel good. So I hope you take something from this. Like I say, these are just my experiences, and that's all I can talk to you from is, just from the heart, and I'm talking to you. I'm not trying to lecture anybody. I'm just partaking some information that in the last 42 years I've picked up. So be well, take care, and I'll see you again. This has been Mahesh for Beardbrand.
Beardbrand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. Do yourself a favor and head over to beardbrand.com and take care of yourself. Or you can stick around and watch a few more of our awesome videos.